Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline. I'm glad you're all here. Today I'm here with yet another new episode, and I haven't really come up with a name for this video. I might come up with a name as we go, so I'm gonna jump right into it. Um, so, or hold on, I guess it came to my mind. I might call this video why we always uplifting INFJs, and number one will be because we're always misunderstood. So this misunderstanding thing about INFJ really didn't just start right now. It didn't start as we when we grew up already. No, it started when we were really young, especially when that time came to go, to go out there and meet other kids, go to school. Yeah, that's when we started really being misunderstood. You go out there and you meet these kids, and you can see like how different y'all are. You go out there, and you go out there as you, because you think you are like everybody else. But to your surprise, that's when you meet up with these different kind of kids. Kids naturally are playful, and all that. But you go there as, that's what they called us also. You go there as a very small kid, but with a mind of like a grown up. Like not really like a really grown-up person, but the way you're thinking and the way you're processing information is way much older than the kids you're in the same grade for. So that's our first thing that we had to go through growing up, being misunderstood. And even as now as grown-ups, um, we are really most of the time not understood. And it was difficult as a child, because when we were really young, when we were really small, we still do, because our dominant function is intuition, but we were leading mostly with our intuition. That was what we knew. That's what we knew by then, and that's what we were leading with. We hadn't really tapped into the three other functions, not to forget um, the um, the shadow functions too as well. So yeah, we were out there really being old soul when other kids were really busy um, playing, and being really out there. And so that's where our first misunderstanding started, really young. And then we why we always uplifting INFJ should not be confused by narcissistic superego. Our mission is really to really honestly uplift, because we usually don't have other people out there most of the time to uplift us, as other than maybe your family, your close friends. You really, most of the time, I feel like you're by yourself, and you're doing life by yourself. You're really trying to figure things out by yourself, because as I said before, misunderstanding is really big on us, especially when we're kids. So when you're looking for somebody to uplift you, uh, really people don't even understand you. So how they gonna like uplift you? So as I said, not to be confused with the narcissistic super ego, because narcissists, they're not uplifting themselves. They are generally wanting to show off like they're better than any other person. So, and then INFJ, we fall under minority, uh, on the 16 different personality types. We are the least. We are The last time I checked was like 1.5, but I guess now it's like 2% of the population, the world population. So we really are so spaced out there. We are not as many as any other type. And I know I've had INFJs who say they have met an INFJ, they have an INFJ friend. Oh, I wish I could have like a me. But I don't know how I'll do with that though. I don't know how I'll relate with another NFJ knowing they might be reading me as much as I am reading them. But yeah, as I said, um, we are on the minority side. We're not as many, and that's where I guess the misunderstandings came from, because really, as I said, like growing up, we were really deep thinkers. We were leading with our intuitions, and intuition is about patterns. So we are really trying to connect all these patterns and overthinking, and the things that we used to say were really not, people, it's really not, let me say, intuition is not a tangible thing. It's not a fact. It's not logical at the time. It's not logical, but it's a future fact, because that's what we are, future oriented. We create these patterns, and then we 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 say a result that might come due to the action that's being taken now. Like we can predict a future based on the patterns that we connect. So at the time that we were really young, kids really don't care about all those stuff. So yeah, and then we really lacked mentor. I've not really, growing up, I really didn't know any INFJ mentor. As I grew up, now right now, since of the online platforms and YouTube and social media, that's where I've been able to like connect with all these amazing people, INFJs. They're not on the same state, but it's really amazing to see somebody who's like you, who's talking like, oh, not talking like, but thinking, the thinking process is like you, because growing up you try your whole life trying to see out, figure out if there's somebody out there as you, because you never really fit it in. You never really went out there and say, wow, I can really connect with this one. Growing up, it was a nightmare, because we were just trying to fit in and be like other kids, because being us put us in a place of loneliness, because we're it was lonely, because nobody really understood. So we stepped up and decided to be like everybody else, so we can like have a life. And that was like coping mechanism, so we can connect and have friends out there. And then I feel like we go through life alone. Most of the time we go through life alone, based on all those factors that I've mentioned. Being misunderstood, and being really not a people person, and as introverts, INFJ. So given that we're introverts and we are leading with intuition, really made us be in a space where we just felt alone, and we really were alone. And even now, like it's really like it's like that, but we have learned how to go about life, not to be alone, but really understanding that we can be whoever we are, and whoever decides to stay in our lives can, and whoever decides to leave, they can. And we appreciate that life where we can be ourselves and have people see us for who we are. And if they want to stay, they can stay. If they want to leave, and same as to us, if you are with somebody and you feel like okay, this is not going anywhere, be it a friendship, romantic relationship, you have the right will to be like, this does not serve me right, so it's okay. And there's no hard feelings. And that's how I've learned to like and that's why this video is about uplifting. I've learned to live my life that way, like show myself out there, and have other people see that and decide if they want to be a part of that. And I really appreciate when somebody's showing their true self, their authentic self, so I can decide for myself too if that's something I want. If not, then it's okay. We don't have to coexist with everybody, and that's applies to us too. I'm putting myself out there. If it's something you can relate to, or we can work together, you and me, well, okay. If not, then kumbaya, there is no problems. And that's the life, the fulfilling life that we as INFJ wants to live. Be authentic, be out there, don't hide your gifts, just be you, and you'll find yourself appreciating yourself more than wanting or waiting for somebody else to validate you in any kind of way. You are validating, and you're doing the inner self work, and you're loving on yourself, and you're doing your best you can. And yeah, that's all we should focus in doing. And that was it for today.